Guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet Father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering this...
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me!
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people.
How I survived is less important than...
Targeted?
The killers came for me.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin.
But...
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need...
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap.
Are there any places he frequents?
A house.
Okay, then take me there.
I guess. As long as...
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry.
Special to me? Special to everyone. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes.
I lost someone too.
That's... Why is it every time everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easy?
Yeah. What?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
I need to see Olin.
Okay.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl, is she a murderer? Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days. Don't pass up on these girls.
For blood! And butchered! Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone! Your own sister, murdered! And her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Can't believe Ursa's gone. Even dead.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
The corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
I don't think you're getting through that.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about what
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because of what you said about Olin.
Did Olin ever invite you?
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank.
You said Olin has connections in the royal court. Does he know the Sun King personally?
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient trinkets to nobles, but he never had an audience with the king. If you're right and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Ava...
I'll look around.
That's what we came for. Call it a day, girl.
A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need. It looks like a picture of Olin's family. It looks like a picture of Olin's family. Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I? Hold on now. You just got here. Is there any evidence or not?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. A map. The glyphs show places he visited. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus.
And Olin's focus.
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can see through each other's focuses too. Like, look.
So that's how the killers saw you.
Yes, so far. Now that I know where to find Olin,
All by yourself?
leave it to me. I'm
Wait. If that
out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact...
I'm sorry about your sister.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred you. Why should you have justice and not me? Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found. A few minutes of your focus is all I need.
Red Ridge Pass, you said?
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
Can you help me? You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took...
Tell me about the robbery.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise,
Why would someone steal the...
it's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones.
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King, he was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who...
How did your nephew wind up...
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King. So when he fell, as an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir. So that sword, and after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if...
I'll see what I can...
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the... And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, if I can get it back, all is forgiven.
You'll like...
Nora. I'm the mournful...
Like this.
In grief. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations?
Oh, no. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja...
I see. Well, I could use the help. These people seek to honor their loved. They're lost. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its...
What...
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the... He waits there now, forbidden to enter. This Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the jewel. A shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb. A call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glinthawk's perched there.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a...
All I can ask for is your charity, and that they're...
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back the...
No. But it can help those who grieve to find themselves.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outside...
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old kings...
The killing.
Yes.
Why did the priests go along with all the...
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is to...
Huh. I'll do what I can.
To honor their memories. I trust...
I'm still working...
I've been asking the nobles of the Sun Court to hear out my cause.
You want me to shake them down too?
Don't tempt me.
I need...
May the sun shine up...
Able-bodied adventurers! Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilga. Good shards. Enough to buy...
Okay, stop there, if you want me to hear...
I only meant to... I heard an interesting rumor, so I hired men to investigate. I paid up front. Well,
So now you're hiring someone to find...
There are some...
So is there any more to the rumor?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the rule. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. If it's true, if we learn how they do it.
When you say valuable, you mean they...
Girl,
What can you tell me about the...
The Banuk women. Snow, they choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about...
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries.
Are you some kind of merchant?
More...
But you send other people to do...
All right, more of an opportunist. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand... All right.
If I did look...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk, and you look like you know your way around the savage East. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp. Payment on return. Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Nora, huh? You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member.
So I need to find...
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time.
I've overcome worse odds.
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should
What do you mean?
You'll see. If you insist on staying, you'll want to introduce yourself.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander quality.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job.
What do you want with my...
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to... Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, I can give you up to 3 weapons. 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
It's quite a show.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence.
The sacred land, but yes.
Tell me, do the Nora...
Of course.
But that is what you're doing, right now.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming... And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even... So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting?
Here, Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong.
Assis.
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken.
So? I've taken.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge?
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to a...
Who is this Legan?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and...
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me.
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that?
I'll consider it. Just to make... Forget something? It's not enough to kill... I should be looking for... Quit talking to me and go get those trophies.
Survives thanks to a long line of nobility. Don't you forget it.
Any news about...
Not yet. I'll see... The thief broke the lattice on the wood. Drops of blood leading away. More blood. I'm still on the trail. Still more blood. The thief got cut right. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was
The priest squire sings at dawn.
If the thief came this way,
sunset in
there's
the
only
Sun
one way
Temple.
he could have gone.
It's a blessing
Forward.
to listen to.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here?
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No, I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran...
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off. It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe...
What? No.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your...
Hold on. There's more to this. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. The shards will go to people in...
You expect me to believe...
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the... If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
The Hunter's Lodge should never have...
the ceasefire. She was only awesome.
Good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes.
She's not interested.
I know what she's not in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap mall and...
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I am...
Silent part.
If the sun would only... Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those.
So which...
No market for a snap mall lens. It's good, strong stuff. You can ham...
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the...
I know culture. Just the other day, I was watching the hunting...
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg...
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall.
Craft doesn't win a war, or keep the machines from you.
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain, hammered work. If ever something...
If Karja...
All...
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt...
Why do you two even work together if you can't...
It's...
No tithes.
Just...
A long leg...
A snap mall.
Fine. I can...
Wait! You drove her off. Snap...
I drove her off.
Hunters, scrap...
I have a snap mall.
Excellent! Here's your payment.
Beauty? You only know that word when you're bringing them home from a tap.
Your objects of art won't pay our dues. I'll tell you why.
Might as well hang that snap-maw lens around our necks.
You wouldn't know supply. I'll make you a deal.
They just keep going.
I'll make you a deal.
The last thing I want is you making any more deals today.
If you'll see sense about this snap-maw lens, you don't have to admit you were wrong.
They just keep going.
I'll make you a deal.
The last thing I want is you making any more deals today.
If you'll see sense about this snap-maw lens, you don't have to admit...
My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. Machines. Vicious machines attack.
What kind of machine?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but...
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate.
But what about the people that...
Of course. Their lives are all that matter.
I'll see what I can...
You will? Oh.
The street seems full of smiles.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, we collect valuable objects from people who don't need them. Sell them for shards.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at...
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them. Of wealth and...
Who exactly gets the shard?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We used the shards to make sure the poor in Shadows... They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. They starved to death. So am I.
Where's the sword?
Safe.
What do you expect?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, he was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you...
I'll consider...
I knew you were gonna say that. Hassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the Branded Shore. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. Any word? Have it?
attack without warning. A key. Wonder what it unlocks.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me what happened when the machines...
There were screams. I came running. The Ravager ripped through the... I heard him kill a Watcher. Then, blasts from the Ravager's cannon.
He saved your life.
And I'll never be able to think.
Do you have any idea where the machines came from? Or...
We've been seeing more and more machines around here every year. That's why they've never attacked like this before.
Stay here.
I will.
I need to get in there and look at that thing. That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines. Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call in the machines and kill everyone on the estate. Unlocks from the inside. I found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machine.
Ranaman. My brother.
First, it was Ranaman who begged me to come. He needed the machine.
We can't let him.
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a crash, murderer. Have you no honor?
Oh, I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet Father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
I've been seen.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. Take this. I know my father would want me to rebuild, but I know my father...
This is where the Otaru came to say their goodbyes. Here they come. They're angry.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking I kept running. But here...
I don't want to rush you, but it won't...
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. The seeds will be split. I'll tell her it was I who died and she who still lives.
What is it?
There.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time.